There are three tenses: the past, present, and future. Each tense has four subtenses: simple, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous. Let's look at the past tense first. It is self explanatory that past tense deals with actions that are already done in the past. Simple past is used when the action has been done in the past but is not specified. It happened somewhere in the past. Past continuous is used when the action continued in the past for some time. Past perfect is used when the action started and ended in the past for a specific time. Past perfect continuous is used when the action started in the past and continued for a specific time in the past. Here are some examples and the pattern. Simple past. She stitched her uniform. Subject plus past tense plus object. Past continuous. She was stitching her uniform. Subject plus was were plus present participle plus object. Perfect past perfect. She had stitched her uniform. Subject plus had plus past participle plus object. Perfect continuous. She had been stitching her uniform. Subject plus had plus been plus present participle plus object. Present tense. Simple present is used when the action is done habitually. It is also used for stating general truths. Present continuous is used when the action is continuing at the present time of reporting it. Present perfect is used when the action started and ended in the recent past. Present perfect continuous is used when the action started in the past and is still continuing in the present. Simple present. They stitch her uniforms. Subject plus base form plus object. Continuous. They are stitching her uniform. Subject plus is are plus present participle plus object. Perfect. Present perfect. They have stitched her uniform. Subject plus have has plus past participle plus object. Perfect continuous. They have been stitching her uniform. Subject plus have has plus been plus present participle plus object. Future tense. Simple future is used when the action will be done in the future. The exact time is not specified. Future continuous is used when the action will be continuing at a future time. Future perfect is used when the action will be started and ended at a specific time in the future. Future perfect continuous is used when the action started in the past and will be continuing in the future for some time. Examples: simple future. They will stitch her uniform. Subject plus will plus base form plus object. Future continuous. They will be stitching her uniform by this time tomorrow. Subject plus will plus be plus present participle plus object. Future perfect. They will have stitched her uniform by tomorrow. Subject plus will plus have plus past participle plus object. Perfect continuous. They will have been stitching her uniform by then. Subject plus will plus have plus been plus present participle plus object. Voice. Voice indicates the situation of the subject. In active voice, the subject does the action. In passive voice, the subject does not do anything. Something happens to him, her, or it. Ria won the prize, active voice. A prize was won by Ria, passive voice. When you convert active voice into passive voice, the subject becomes the object and the object becomes the subject. Take care of the subject verb agreement. Take care of the tense. Now we have come to tenses. We will also cover active voice and passive voice. We will be dealing with the present tense using the specific verb right. Here are the patterns, the structures. Please go through them and learn. These are the sentences for the past tense, the active and passive voice, and the active negative and passive negative. For the word send, for the verb send, please take your time and look at the structures and the sentences. You can pause the video and take a look at all the patterns. This is for the future tense. Please pause the video and look at all the patterns. These are the exercises. You can pause and note down the sentences. These are all in active voice. Please practice and try to convert them into negative sentences. Now let's get to forming questions. See, there are two types of questions, yes or no questions and WH questions. So, yes or no questions. Is she taking her grandmother home? So, we have here helping verb plus subject plus main verb plus object. The helping verb comes before the subject. Okay, the yes or no question always starts with a helping verb. Example, are you a teacher? Was she in the school yesterday? Were they playing chess last night? Has she gone to the party? Have they finished the project? Have you been to US before? Have you seen the movie? Had you taken the medicine before breakfast? Did you come to the temple yesterday? Do they like gardening? Does she like to watch movies? Will you take me to the park? Now, the WH questions. The WH questions always start with the question word who, what, when, why, whom, and how. So, first comes the question word, then the helping word, helping verb plus main verb plus object. When will you come home? Question word plus helping verb plus subject plus main verb. Please pause the video whenever you like and please make note of the structures. These are the formation of questions in the present tense. The formation of questions in the past tense, the formation of questions in the future tense. Pause whenever you like and make note of these sentences. These are the structure of sentences of present tense. WH questions in the past tense, WH questions in the future tense, and that's it. Now let's deal with question tags. Look at the following sentences. You were brought up by the parish, weren't you? In this sentence, weren't you at the end is called a question tag. Question tags are used to get information or confirmation. Information or confirmation. The question tags are positive if the statements are negative. They are negative if the statements are positive. If the statement has a helping verb, the tag begins with the helping verb. In case if it does not have an auxiliary or the helping verb, it begins with do, does, or did. I am not qualified, am I? I am qualified, am I not? She is beautiful, isn't she? She's not a nurse, is she? They're coming tonight, aren't they? They aren't going to pay the rent, are they? She was well behaved in the function, wasn't she? She was not here in the class yesterday, was she? They were gossiping about me, weren't they? The students were not studying last night, were they? She will sing tonight, won't she? She will not accept the match, will she? We should support her, shouldn't we? We should not encourage indisciplined children, should we? Conjunctions. A conjunction is a word that joins words, phrases, or sentences. There are three types of conjunctions: coordinating conjunctions, subordinating conjunctions, and correlative conjunctions. Coordinating conjunctions, they join two main clauses. The most commonly used conjunctions are for, and, nor, or, yet, and so. Example: Yamini sent in her application and waited for the phone for a response, and waited by the phone for a response. Ramesh heard the weather report and promptly went to his house. Naresh is brilliant and Shalini has a pleasant face. Johnny lost a fortune in the stock market, but he still seems to be able to live quite comfortably. Everybody but Jay is trying out for the team. You must study hard for this exam or you will not pass. He's neither sane nor intelligent. I gave him no money nor spent time with him. Jack plays basketball, yet his favorite sport is cricket. The inmates of the building complained about the leaking taps, yet the authorities did not care. Ramesh thought he had a good chance to get the job for his uncle was on the company's board of directors. He is happy for he has a good job. Subordinating conjunctions. They join subordinate clauses to main clauses. Some subordinating conjunctions are although, after, as if, as long as though, because, before, even if, even though, if only, in order that, now that, once, rather than, since, so that, than, that, though, till, unless, until, when, whenever, where, whereas, wherever, while. I left immediately after she came. Although he was poor, he educated his children. As he was sick, he could not attend the meeting. He spoke as he knew everything. As long as you're honest, you need not be afraid. It looks as though it would rain. The teacher scolded him because he was late. I had arrived before all the shops opened. You will not succeed even if you try. If you give me your book, I will give you my bicycle. If you had not been lazy, you would have finished the work by now. Even though he tried his best, he could not convince them. If only he had been a little patient, he would not have lost his job. Now that you finished washing dishes, you better focus on doing your homework. Once you finish writing the notes, you can go home. I would rather sleep than talk with you. Since you insist, I will come to your house. He worked hard so that he could buy a